Hello, this is Martin Walsh from Major Equipment, and today I'm going to talk to you about our trailing shoe systems. What I have behind us here is a 7.5 metre trailing shoe, and that's got 30 outlets over 7.5 metres spread evenly apart. So this particular model is fitted with a Mastec macerator today. We also do them with the Vogelsang macerator. Different people have different personal choices. To be honest, we find both of them work really well if the slurry is in a reasonable condition. So that's not too much litter and well agitated and reasonably liquidy. I'll just run through how this works and show you some of the features of the Major trailing shoe. The slurry exits the tanker through this route into this box here, which we use as a sump. So that will collect any debris that's there, things like stones. We've got a little opening at the bottom, so you can open that when you're finished using it for washing it down, and you'll see all sorts of things will wash out. So the slurry comes into the sump. When the sump is full, you've got an option. This gate valve can be opened and you can splash plate as per normal. So lots of people would want the option of doing this with maybe dairy washings, etc. Or this valve stays shut and this valve in here opens. So this is a double acting valve and will open and let the slurry rise up into the macerator. The slurry enters the macerator here from the bottom. There are rotating blades inside which are driven with a hydraulic motor. All of the macerators work on the same principle of a fixed knife and a rotating knife. So the rotating knife is driven by a hydraulic motor. This propels the slurry around in a circle and chops it as it goes out the holes and goes on its journey down the pipes to the ground. So the slurry exits the macerator here and comes down these pipes where it flows right down and is laid onto the ground right at the root of the grass through this rubber boot, which leaves it in a nice neat line. So the bar separates the grass and the boot leaves the slurry right at the root of the grass. The bars are made from 4mm high yield spring steel for increased longevity. These are heavy duty and run at an angle. These can flex and follow the contours of the ground. This whole unit then can hinge up and down. Again, no matter how hilly or how rough the ground is, these bars will follow it perfectly. So the dribble bars in trailing shoes are all mounted in the same way. Using the back door of the tanker here, they're attached to the door and the door is then mounted onto the tank. Then we have these bars here which come right up and help to stabilise the unit onto the back of the tanker. They're bolted into the dome here, which is the strongest part of the tank. This system can be used to retrofit our trailing shoe to any make or model of tanker. All we need is a door that suits your type of tank, and our trailing shoe can be mounted on to your tanker. We use this hinge system here so that the wings can fold up and down. This is a greasable bushing system. So this small ram here lifts the 3 individual units, and that's very useful when turning tight on headlands or if you're going up a steep hill and afraid of reversing down. This hydraulic ram here is used to fold the machine up into the transport width. The transport width is 8 feet and the transport height is 9'6". All our units are fitted with road lights for safety and have a fully galvanised finish for longevity. All we need is 2 double acting spool valves. One spool valve operates the wings, all the functions of the wings, folding up and down for transport and also for lifting on the headlands when operating. The second spool valve operates the macerator and the gate valve. So first you open the gate valve and then with a simple flick of a switch on the control box, the same spool valve will operate the macerator. So this is the control box for the trailing shoe. Again, it's a nice neat unit that can be mounted onto the window of any tractor. It's powered with the 3-pin plug, which is commonly found in any tractor unit. This allows you to switch on and off your work lights from the tractor. It also allows you to lock your wings in the transport position so that they won't fall down while you're in transport. You flick that switch and then your wings are in the working mode. So this switch here allows you to switch 2 modes out of the 1 spool valve. So we've got our macerator and our gate valve. When the switch is up, that's macerator. When it's down, it's working the gate valve. Over here we just have a little light that tells you that there's power coming to the unit. If your macerator is building up pressure or starting to block, you'll see this red light coming on and you know that you have pressure in the macerator. Just by changing the direction of the spool valve will reverse the direction of the macerator and clear the blockage. So the macerators are very trouble-free, but it's important to open the sump and let all the debris out. It's important to clean down the pipes occasionally and to check them well for any cracks. Sometimes this will occur as time goes on. They are moving and flexing quite a lot. Check the bars for any cracks as they're a wearing part, and also the rubber boots, which can wear occasionally. Of course, it's important to grease all the grease points on a regular basis. When maintaining the macerator, it's important to clean it down and wash it on a regular basis. If you're storing the macerator after the season's work, it's also important to grease it or oil it on the inside so that the blades don't stick to each other while it's parked up over long periods.